and one. And oh, we're live. It's the Beck Scrum. Yes, and I've had more sleep than yesterday, so that's good. I've just been pairing with Smago. We were doing React Sing for Needs. We were trying to put some action unit tests in there in preparation for connecting the Sync for Needs React thing up to some backend API. But we got stuck on the unit tests, and yeah, I guess Smago is still beating his head on that. Before that, I was pairing with Aaron Chalk on website 1, and yeah, we made some progress on his feature, which is related to the Karma stuff. Yeah, lot of progress actually on website 1 bugs today, not so much on the React side. Anything else going on that's critical? Yeah, we've moved the NHS wiki meeting till tomorrow, and things basically being under control. Yes, that's about the size of it. That's my report. I can't think of anything else important to report, but let's go on to Nicola. How are things going with you, Nicola?
Fine. I was working with the Twitter upgrade on website 1, but I was struggling trying to make it work, so I switched to Sprockets, and now I'm running the tests for see if that is working. I think that is working, but let's see.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Nicola. Yeah, it just makes me think. Yeah, the Twitter at the moment. The website 1, we switched it off. It no longer posts to Twitter. It's automated stuff. I think we turned it off entirely. So another alternative would be to remove the Twitter functionality. But yeah, I guess. But we might want to. That's sort of a marketing level decision about whether that's a sensible thing to have any automated tweets that come through that.
Okay. Yeah, sure. No worries. If I can make it work, I will do the pull request. So yeah.
Good stuff. Excellent. All right. Thanks, Nicola. Ben, you're in next. Ben, how are things going with you?
Okay, well, it's interesting. I've just kind of interacted with Sprockets with the website 1 stuff too, because I'd actually found that that thing that you sent me about testing with time travel, and sort of trying to synchronize Ruby and JavaScript since they're running in different servers, and I'm just trying to add the JavaScript thing to the asset pipeline, and I'm still optimistic about it, but I'm not. I haven't gotten any results that make sense yet. But it seems, I was on vacation yesterday because it's a holiday.
It was a holiday, absolutely. Yes.
Sore from skiing. So, and then I got a PR finally in another one in the Wiki EDU dashboard about internationalization, and I'm working on the next related issue there. So that's moving forward a base, and we're good.
All right. So not blocked by the sound of it.
I don't think so. No. Also let's see, the machine learning thing. I think I've got. Well, all right. I'm almost there with the gradient descent thing, but that's all right.
Yeah, I also was working on that, and I've got something that now runs but doesn't produce the right answer. At least it's not throwing any errors.
Exactly. So we'll see you Thursday.
Absolutely. Goodness me. Great stuff. Thanks, Ben. Stella, how are things going with you?
Hey.
Hi there.
Hello.
So since then for Christmas, I've never come back. This is when I'm making a comeback, so I have nothing to report. I've never continued working on the project.
Yeah. And so how are you? Yeah, how are you feeling about local support? Did you want to do more on something, or you wanted to switch project, or what? How? I think I haven't read your comment there, but yeah, how are you feeling about the project at the moment?
The issue I took is a tricky one.
Right.
Yeah, perhaps I'd love some help.
Sure. Yeah. So we had the Indeed. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this was the local support. It was the event newsletter feature. Yeah, it was a tricky one. You made certain progress. Yeah. So needing a pairing session. Yeah. So some things going on in local support is we've upgraded to Rails 5 as well. Yeah. I mean, I wonder what's the thing to do there.
What are you using for the newsletter?
Sorry, say again, Nicola.
What are you using for the newsletter?
So at the moment, I think the code that Stella worked on,
Yeah.
like she just used kind of like the default Rails mailer system as a way to get something.
You have MailChimp.
MailChimp, yeah.
But well, we have MailChimp, but this is not connected up to it. So we've got, I mean, the code that's here uses the Rails mailer, and just we've got like a test and it does it can like generate like a kind of an empty bodied email that would be like a a newsletter of events, and Stella set up a like a test MailChimp instance, but then I think and knows that the Gibbon gem is the way to go. But then there's like, how would you write tests to check that we're using the Gibbon gem correctly and stuff? So it's kind of like there's a lot of different moving parts there. I think that the sort of the jumping off point is if we look at the Gibbon gem. I mean, as I think I said before, that before even writing any tests or trying to do anything, I would just try and like be able to send some stuff using Gibbon through the command line, like so as described here, like not even within the local support project, but
just being in the console and trying to trigger some things.
Absolutely, and play around with it. But so are you interested in this, Nicola?
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe Stella, I think Nicola might have some availability. Maybe you'd be interested in looking at it together at some point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. And
nice.
yes, Stella, Nicola's the one who's upgraded us to Rails 5 on local support, so he kind of knows the project, and he's got quite solid, a great person to work with. We're very excited to have all of his input on different projects and adventures. So I guess maybe we'll leave the two of you to work out a good time to do some more on that.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, good stuff. Well, that's the part of these sessions are supposed to be pair hookups as well, so that's great. I guess one other thing on my mind is so we had these performance improvements from website 1. I think we were talking about in the website 1 meeting on Monday. We have now had at least one of the like timeout performance errors that we were getting so many of last week. So it's still not perfectly solved, the performance issue there.
What was? Because I did see that. What was it determined what was causing that?
Well, I think we have quite strong suggestions from my analysis that the problem with the one of the many problems one of the problems with this system is that when you want to display the time until the next event, you have to work out all of the event times in sequence for the next like X many weeks. And that's, it's sort of is not an ideal design, given that we look up the event times many more times than we write the event times.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that I changed that's improved performance, actually, I've realized I've just stopped sharing my screen. The thing that I changed that does seem to have improved the performance is that for this one here, I changed this. So rather than saying listening to our next project review meeting in a certain amount of time, it just says listening to our next project review meeting, and this links to the event thing. And what it means is the homepage now does not every time you land on the homepage, it does not calculate all of when all of the events are going to be over the next 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, as we can sort of see in you can see here, this is when that got released.
Uh-huh.
And you can sort of see over this period, although we still have, like we can say, in particular, what we can see now is that there are, other pages that are causing problem. Previously, it was like the visitors controller. This is the like main landing page where like 10,000, 15,000 people a month are landing on. This has now moved down the ranks of where the server time is being taken up. So from this point of view, the performance issue looks like it's more on the project's controllers rather than the visitors controller. So we've whacked one mole down, and there's the issues in other places. But overall, like so, these big top red lines here, they correspond to like requests that were never, they just completely failed. And you can see there's far fewer of those since we rolled out that change.
And that's basically just kind of removing a feature is essentially what you did.
Yeah, we removed a feature. Yeah. I mean, we adjusted it. I mean, it's you can say, yeah, it would be more valuable for people to be told how long it was until the next meeting. I mean, I think, yeah, it's a nice feature. It now when people click on this, it will take them to the events page where maybe the word project review is not mentioned anyway, and so the events page takes a long time to load, and so but it's go on.
Wasn't there talk of storing that list in the database in a separate table and then sort of updating that every time a new event was added, so you didn't have to go and calculate it every time, it was just recalculated every time
Absolutely.
an event was?
I think that would be a far more efficient setup. And so that could be, but it's I mean it's a good chunk of work,
right.
and but that I probably I'm not sure that I would prioritize over a couple of other things that might give us other bangs for a buck. That was do check out. We discussed this in some detail in the meeting yesterday. I can make sure that you've got the
I was
link to that. It was a holiday yesterday. No worries whatsoever. But yeah, we had a big chat about the different priorities for the project going forward, and all this, that, and the other.
Bye, Stella.
Bye.
Bye, Stella. Take care. Oh
yeah, okay, I'll take a look.
But that would be a certainly an interesting. I mean, it's related to the thing that you're working on. It would be cool to get. Certainly something that could be a follow up after that one. I was going to think of something else.
Okay,
so I'm just going to shut up now. My brain's ticking over on something. I mean, the other thing is just that, as a feature on the front page, we don't have that many new people kind of like joining the scrums anyway, even when we had that feature present. The big thing with having removed it is even if the homepage has become slightly more confusing, in principle, because we now no longer have 15,000 requests a month, all redoing that calculation, the memory leak situation for the whole site is better, so everything else goes up a bit. But it's good to anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I think that is our Scrum, and we are done. Unless there's anything else that needs to be worked out.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Great to see everybody. Catch up with you again tomorrow.
All
bye
right.
bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye for now. Take care.